Welcome back to the Full Court Press on 106.9, 1390 AM The Fan, also streaming on 1069thefan.com and on a mobile app as well. Man, I've missed this gal so much. It's good to see her face-to-face. It's the head coach of the Utah State women's basketball team, Kayla Ard, joining me here on the Full Court Press. Coach, hi, how is the offseason treating?
Hey Ajay, yeah, things are good. We're recruiting a lot, obviously, and signing some really good players and gearing up for camp and trying to get myself and my coaches out of the office a little bit to reboost a little bit. But things are really good. We're excited about the upcoming season.
Before we get to the main meat and potatoes of why we're meeting together, what do you do in the offseason? Do you get a chance to relax, to reset yourself mentally, emotionally after an exhausting season?
You're supposed to do that. I tell my assistants to do it all the time. I'm not sure how good I am at doing that. I am trying to talk myself into planning a vacation at some point, but we got a little more recruiting to do. So once we get done with that, our players don't get back till like the third week of June. So hopefully I can talk myself into doing that, and my assistants go do the same thing.
Coach, the one thing that people I think maybe seem to forget, but this program, after being in a really pretty tough spot, you come in and this program has trended upward in almost every way: attendance, support, donorship, and such. What is the key to that for you, and how much has that meant to you see the program going upward, and especially in wins as well?
Yeah, I think just the energy that we're bringing around the program, and the community's been phenomenal to us. Our administration obviously has been super supportive in a difficult situation for many reasons, just the support that we're getting, I think, has been, really good and giving us life to continue to go in that direction. Whether it's me or my assistants, the players, whoever, it's a credit to everybody that's in the program, and we're going to continue to go that direction. Things aren't always going to look perfect, and we're going to jump through hurdles and jump through obstacles, as we've done. Year one, obviously, was really tough with COVID. I mean, year two, same. This is the first time we're actually getting to bring players on campus for recruiting. So we're super excited about that. So I have no doubt that we're going to continue to trend in that direction, and we're not going to stop until we're satisfied and get to the top.
Coach, after 1 year in the Mountain West Conference, your next year, you guys improved in so many levels. What about you for a coach? How much should it mean having a second year in the Mountain West Conference, and what are some of the major improvements you saw in yourself as a coach as well?
Yeah, I think, for me, I had to figure out who I wanted to be as a head coach, honestly. I mean, it's my first head coaching job, so the past 2 years have given me an opportunity to do that. Definitely given me an opportunity to grow and learn things that I wanted to do better and things that student athletes nowadays need, which is different than the things that I needed when I was a student athlete years ago, really, really long time ago. Just learning and growing in that way, and then being able to go through the conference grind for 2 years. What is going to work in this conference? What's not going to work offensively, defensively? And then just figuring out how to kind of manage things on your staff and who's good at what and what do I need to delegate to this person and let go of. And, those kinds of things have been really eye-opening and productive in the past 2 years. And we actually just had a staff meeting about that. Like, we feel really comfortable knowing what is and is not going to work in the conference, knowing what type of systems other programs run, what we want to run, what kind of players we need here as we go through the recruiting grind, what's going to work and what's not going to work in the conference in all aspects. So it's been awesome. These past 2 years have been awesome. But like I said, those two are over now, so we're not looking in the rear view. We're just looking forward, and we're excited. We're fired up. Same energy's coming this upcoming year with several new players that we're really fired up about. So it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going in that good direction.
Kid, I want to tell you this story. I was in a store and someone stopped me. They knew I'd been broadcasting your guys' games, and they said they bought season tickets for the women's basketball for the first time ever, and they had a blast, and they loved where the team's direction is going. What has the support in the community been like for you, and what has your time in Logan been like so far in your first 2.5, now almost 3 years?
Yeah, time in Logan's been awesome. I mean, it's hard to have a bad day here. Right now, look out the window. Like, it's so beautiful here. Hard to have a bad day, but the community's been very open to me, welcoming to me, and that's been really, really nice. So the support has been awesome, and to watch it grow, even just in the short time that I've been here. I mean, our first year, it was very limited fans, so there weren't really fans getting out to the games, but even just to watch it grow, and our second year from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, and to watch the excitement around the program grow was so fun. And we had some exciting games, like the game the whole bench got ejected. We had to
Oh
play
my
with 5
gosh.
people. I mean, it was crazy. And then that was like the talk of the town. Everybody's talking about it. So we had some really interesting things happen to us this year, and it seemed like a bad situation that turned into a great one. Turned into a great story. And so the excitement around the program is very humbling, and it's just so nice to be in a place that people care about, women's basketball, and that's what they are at Utah State. These people care about women's basketball, and I think it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep going in that direction, and as we continue to increase our wins, I think that our attendance will get even higher every year, and other things will help too. Having camps finally, we're finally going to be able to have camps this summer. I think you generate fan base there as well. You get some little ones involved and excited about the program that are going to beg their parents to bring them out. So I think things like that also increase your attendance and the support around your program. So this is an awesome place. It's the first place I've been that feels like home to me. So if I'm fortunate enough to get to stay here for 20 more years, I'll be really happy about that. I love it here.
Head coach of Utah State women's basketball, Kayla Ard, joining me here on the Full Court Press. Coach, before we get into specifics of recruits, when you go out and recruit, what are you looking for in bringing recruits to Utah State to play for the women's basketball team? Are there specific goals or specific things you want them to know about coming to Utah State?
Yeah, I think this is a really unique place. Logan, Utah is a very unique place, and you have to recruit people first that want to be here. One thing, they got to love being outdoors. This is an outdoorsy place. You got to enjoy the scenery, the sunsets, the hiking, maybe going up to Bear Lake and getting on the water, the fishing, the camping. Like, you have to like stuff like that, and if you don't, you're probably not going to enjoy your experience here as much as you might hope to, So that's something that we have definitely learned over the past 2 years. With no one on my staff being from here, that was something that we learned. So we look at that. That's one of the first questions we ask. Hey, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? We obviously look for good people first. Absolutely want good basketball players, but I want good people in this program that I look forward to seeing, that the coaches look forward to seeing, that people in the community look forward to seeing. I want to make sure we have good people here first. Obviously, we want good basketball players, but we look for the types of people that will fit here, that will enjoy their time here, that will contribute to this community on and off the basketball court. It's like I said, it's a unique place, and it's a phenomenal place, but you have to get the right kind of people here. So we're getting a lot of opportunities to do that right now. Super excited about the players that we're bringing in, like I said, and I think we have a lot of that, a lot of combination of really good people, but really nice basketball players too. So yeah, we're excited about the ones we got coming in.
Well, let's talk about those ones you got coming in. You made quite the splash here in the Valley, Coach, by getting 2 NJCAA All-Americans coming to Utah State. Talk about those 2 gals and what it was like recruiting them and bringing them into Logan.
Again, some really honest conversations, with these girls, because, this is a different type of place than where they're coming from. But I started at junior college as a player. I started at junior college as a coach, and I'm a big proponent of recruiting junior college basketball players. I think giving them the time to adjust for 2 years, in some of these girls' cases 3 years because of COVID, they stayed 3 years. Adjust to the college life, the simple thing of just waking up to your own alarm clock instead of having somebody wake you up, your parents wake you up or whatever, making your own meal, paying your own bills, stuff like that. So having time for them to adjust, it's very different than getting a kid straight out of high school. Like you just said, these are 2 All-Americans coming here. So they're very, very good basketball players. They're experienced, and I really like that. I like what they bring to the table. They're both guards. Both of them could play the point guard or the wing. They can both shoot it, they can both drive it, and both of them are extremely athletic. And so my very first press conference, I said I wanted really athletic players. That's what I look for. And so both of them are like that. They're both extremely fired up to be here. And a lot of times people coming from junior college, they have a little chip on their shoulder because they were under-recruited coming out of high school. So anybody that goes to junior college and comes out as an All-American, that they got a chip on their shoulder, they got something to prove, and I like that. I have that chip on my shoulder as a coach, and so I like that. Those 2 girls Maya Yelder and Tamia Robinson. Those are going to be two fun ones to watch, that's for certain, and something very different that's been on the Utah State basketball team before. So we're really fired up about them and can't wait for them to get here.
Coach, does your system change at all with bringing in as many new recruits and new gals to the basketball team as you have? Did your system offensively change? You guys going to still try and run the same stuff?
A little bit. Our system changed from our first year to our second year just because I think what makes a good coach is not being so stuck in their way. You got to put your ego aside and say, this may be what I want to run, but what I need to run for us to be as efficient as we can be is this, And so I think we did that this past year. We were having a lot of success in the paint and not as much success from the perimeter. So we had to adjust things a little bit. And I think that's what makes a good coach is being able to realize you may not be exactly the same every year. Do you have a foundation of what you're going to do? Absolutely, yes. Do you try to recruit players that fit into that foundation so that you can continue to run the same stuff? Yes. Does it always work out that way? No. You may get a kid that you think is going to be good at something, and they turn out to be really good at something else. So you have to adjust a little bit. You have to, like I said, put your ego aside, adjust a little bit, and hey, this is what works for us. This is what we need to do. So overall, we're going to play the same way. Are there going to be some adjustments here and there? I would assume that there are, just depending on how these pieces all mesh together. I think chemistry will be our biggest focus. We have a lot of new pieces coming in and very good pieces, but it doesn't matter how good they are if we can't get them to play together. So our chemistry, getting them to play together, care about each other, love each other, and mesh is going to be our biggest focus when they come in.
Talk about the players you got coming back. Kinley Faltz, obviously a sharp shooter from deep when she gets it going, and Olivia Wickstrom as well. What have those two brought to the team last year, and what do you look forward to their expectation of them this year?
Yeah, I'm really excited, to have both of those gals back. Obviously, great people. Kinley being from the Valley here, and congratulations to her. She is newlywed to Matt Wickizer, so she is now a bride, and she was beautiful. I got to enjoy that experience with her and be there at her reception, and very happy for those guys. But she's coming back, and one of the best shooters I've ever coached. She's an incredible shooter, and I think that this is going to be a year for her. I think this is going to be a year that she can break out, and she's a very dangerous shooter. We've got, like the two guards we just talked about, people that can really draw defenders, be able to get her open more, and I think that that's something that we've been lacking a little bit, somebody that can really create a shot for her as she shifts and moves and finds an open area. So super excited about her, and then obviously Liv played a lot of minutes for us early on, and then she had a pretty significant injury that I'm not sure a lot of people knew about. So she wasn't even playing at the end of the year because of the injury. But we're definitely excited to have her back. Never coached somebody that plays as hard as her. Love how hard she plays on both ends of the floor and just her love for basketball. So very excited to have both of those young ladies back. Kinley was a captain for us last year, so she can really help us as far as culture goes and just making sure that people coming in know how we do things here and what we're looking for. And that's nice to have a player like that in your locker room.
Want to move to the post, Coach. You bring in Abby Wall, who's a transfer from Eastern Illinois and has one more year of eligibility. She was the 21-22 Senior Class Award candidate, played and started in all 30 games, and led the team in rebounds per game, about 5.5, just over 5.5 actually. She can bring in physical presence underneath. What are you seeing out of her?
My biggest thing for her, the maturity. She's such a mature kid. Then, like you said, the post presence, obviously, that's something that we need. And she's really going to help us in the paint. On the board, scoring, her efficiency, just plays hard, doesn't get rattled, and she's a competitor. You asked me a little while ago what we look for. We look for winners. We look for kids that want to win. And that's a big part of, we want to go into every game believing that we're going to win it, that we want to win it. It's important to us. And that kid's a winner. She wants to win, and this is going to be her last year, and so she wants to go out with a bang, and I definitely think she can do that here. She was a great sign for us. We're super excited to have her on the court and in the locker room. Like I said, her maturity and thought process and IQ is just going to be really beneficial for us.
I don't know how a lot of guards who can actually lead the team in blocks, but you got one of them in Mason Campbell from Merrimack College. Again, she's got one more year of eligibility, started all 26 games, led the team in blocks as a guard, and second on the team in both scoring with 12 and steals at 25. She scored in double figures 15 times, and 2 of those 20-plus points. This girl can score. Wow.
Yeah, I honestly, this kid plays so hard. I want to see her and Liv on the floor at the same time together. She just plays so hard, and she's really versatile. You know, she's probably about my height. I'd say she's 5'11". And great body. You know, she's thick, she's strong, she's physical, can really get to the basket, very good at coming off ball screens. She can pull it from the three-point line, knock it down, shoot behind ball screens, but she is physical and she can play in the paint as well. So having somebody like that can rebound out from the perimeter, you know, is going to be huge for us. And obviously, what you're reading right there with her blocks, I mean, she plays defense. You know, she competes and she wants the ball. She's diving on every loose ball. And so, again, just another kid. Plays hard, extremely competitive, and does not like to lose. So that's probably my favorite thing about her. She's like me. She hates losing more than she loves winning. So, again, another really big sign for us. She's going to be a really, really nice piece for us.
Head coach of the Utah State women's basketball team, Kayla Ard, joining me here on the Full Court Press. Let's finally get to the reason why we're here. Go to AggieWomen'sBasketballCamps.com, and you get a chance to be part of Coach Kayla Ard's basketball camp. There's 3 camps, and almost for all ages. This is great. There's a youth day camp for children of 6 to 12 from June 20th to the 22nd. We'll start with that one, Coach. One of the great things I heard a parent say that is looking to sign up for your camp is that their kid gets to be on the Spectrum floor. It's like a dream for them. Watch their kid on the Spectrum floor. Do you get a thrill to see little kids on the floor smiling? They're just happy to be there on a college court.
Yeah, you know, this was something that we didn't get to do my first summer when we got here, just because we didn't get the clearance in time to be able to set it up and do it right. And I wanted to make sure we did it right when we did it. So getting to have camps this year is, like I said, this is one of the things it's all about. You know, I mean, I know I'm here to coach basketball, and we're here to help our players, but I think it's more to it than that. And we're here to be part of this community. And like I said, this is home to me. And, you know, to have these little kids that come to our game and they look at those players, that's their dream. It's like Kinley Fossil this here. I mean, that was her dream. She came to Utah State camps. I mean, all she ever wanted to do was be in a Utah State jersey on that court, right? And then get out there. And so, yeah, to see those little girls' dreams, you know, begin and start to shape them a little bit. And camps are fun. You know, it's a fun time. It's a fun time to connect, fun time to meet people. It's great for our players as well. It's a humbling experience for our players to remember, wow, I was there before. You know, I was there, and all the work that they've put in to get here and how grateful they should be and how great of an opportunity this is. So we're excited about it, you know. And I've had some people ask me about the age groups. If there's an issue for anybody with the age groups and they're not sure which camp, you know, they can reach out to me. They can reach out to Claire Gritt, who's our camp director, and we can figure out which one to put them in. So I don't want anybody to, you know, be too concerned about the age limits. We just want to make sure that they're competing and going up against people that are kind of in the same area of them. So if that seems to be an issue for anybody can reach out to me about that. But we're looking forward to getting the community out here and having some camps this summer.
Youth Day Camp will be June 20th for the 22nd. Your Elite Camp, which will allow 8th through 12th graders to be a part of, on June 24th. And this is where things kind of get a little bit serious. You put them through a couple of drills. You put them through the USU sort of phase of women's basketball in regards to drills and scrimmages and such. Do you get a good look at these gals as well as you get to see, you know, who could be a future Aggie in some way or respect?
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, we want to recruit Utah kids. We really do. And, you know, we've had some success, not as much as I would like, but we want to recruit Utah kids. I mean, we're in Utah, and so we want to recruit local kids, and this is a great opportunity for us to get to see, you know, some local kids that are from Utah or the surrounding states that come out to our elite camp. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said we didn't get really excited for that day and get to see a little bit of local talent, make those connections, whether it's with the players, the families, whatever. But yeah, that's a fun day for us. And, you know, everyone's welcome to that camp. Anybody that has aspirations of playing college basketball, whether it be here or somewhere else, it's still a great experience for someone to come to an elite camp and just kind of see what it's like, a day in the life of a Utah State basketball player or a college basketball player for that matter. So yeah, we're excited about that day and looking forward to seeing what kind of talent we get out there.
High school team camp will be June 27th through the 28th. You guys are going to have a very busy week here. But 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And a lot of chance to be able to, with their teams, be able to scrimmage other teams as well. I believe there's 5 scrimmages that they'll be able to be a part of, guaranteed. It's good to see these kids be able to get a good workout in these scrimmages. Is there anything kind of a goal that you have with this high school team camp?
Team camps are a lot of preparation, but they're again great time to connect with high schools, with coaches, with programs. We really like to invite high schools and their programs out to our games throughout the year. We had a ton come this past year, and this is somewhere that you can make those connections, and again let them see what it's like to play on the Spectrum floor and play a game in there. We will be using that court. We'll be using our practice court as well for games. And again, good opportunity there for high school teams to go against other high school teams and for us to get to see them. But it's going to be a good camp. We will shut it down after we reach our limit. How many teams we can shove into those 2 days and play games organized and make sure it's productive. But as long as we have spots open, we will be accepting teams, and we've had a really good response so far to that team camp. So really excited about having that, and like I said, just getting the community out here on our campus and either showing for the first time what we have or reminding people how great of a campus and how great of a place this is at Utah State and how fortunate we are with the facilities that we have here. So yeah, we're excited. We're fired up to have camps this summer, and it's our first one. So come on out. If anybody has any questions, like I said, you can reach out to Claire Gritt is our Director of Basketball Operations, and you can reach out to her and she can help you with any information, or you can reach out to me directly. But we're looking forward to having camps this summer.
It's the Kayla Ard basketball camp. Youth Day camp begins June 20th through the 22nd. Elite camp June 24th, and high school team camp June 27th through the 28th. You can reach out to Claire Gritt at claire.gritt@usu.edu or go to AggieWomen'sBasketballCamps.com. Coach, thanks for your time. Greatly appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you here in the winter.
All right, Ajay, thanks. You're the man.